So Flyboy closes out Reacher Season 2, and for the most part, it was very, very well done. I enjoyed this immensely. I do wish it was a little bit more bloody, and usually I don't care about the blood count, but here, I don't know, I kind of wish the villains were killed off even more spectacularly than they actually did. That said, I think it closed out the story fairly well. If you did patiently go through the whole series and didn't speed ahead or fast forward, it will have, I think, a more special meaning than if you just dragging in certain places. But are there any criticisms? Well, some of my predictions, if you saw my theory video, the missiles do play a part in the plot slightly, but people I wanted to come back did not come back, generically speaking, and people who were killed off apparently really were killed off. I was like, oh, I will say, if you paid close attention to the trailer, I thought that was going to be done differently, like a flashback, but apparently what is in the trailer is in the trailer. So if you want to not be spoiled at all, avoid the trailer. I also did like the final moments that felt very, very true to Reacher as a character. Enjoyable final conclusion. I do wish they gave a few clues to season 3 because you will be frustrated where they will go forward. There's a lot of novels for them to adapt. And I won't lie, I was sort of disappointed that certain people didn't survive. I'll just say that much. They do confirm a few kills, and I was like, oh, I thought that person was really alive and would show up, but no, they did not. So, very well done, very tight, and I don't have many major complaints, but I did feel that one of the villains, the knife guy, was very underwhelming, and his final moments were very underwhelming. He has the money to motivate the goons, but there we are. I did like Langstrom a lot more. The Terminator character was much, much more well developed. The face off with him and Reaper much more satisfying. But the dialogue was a little too generic with him. But that's about it. So the villains were a lot better than season one. Pretty forgettable. But then the Tom Cruise villains in the Jack Reacher films he did were also pretty forgettable. So they definitely have a bit of a villain problem, which they improved on in this season, but still a ways to go. So I am hopeful for season 3, but they do have a few problems, and hopefully those will be fixed. Because season 1 also was very, very well done, but yeah, the final confrontation with the main villain was the villain was very, very weak. So hopefully Reacher will have a more formidable set of villains to take on in the future, or so I hope.